Welcome back to Speaking with Intent, the podcast where we break down how communication really works, not in theory, not in textbooks, but in real life when emotions, culture, and expectations all collide. I'm Paul, and today we're talking about something that causes more misunderstandings, more relationship stress and strain, and more business breakdown than almost anything else I see. And that's cross-cultural communications with good intentions that still go wrong. Because here's the truth, most people in conflict aren't trying to be rude. They're trying to be clear. And what they don't realize is that clarity in one culture can feel like disrespect in another. So today I want to unpack why good intentions fail, what's actually happening under the surface, and how you can communicate in a way that protects both your message and the relationship. Why intent is not the same as impact. One of the biggest myths in communication is this idea that if your intentions are good, your message should be received as good. But communication doesn't work that way. People don't experience your intentions, they experience your delivery. And delivery is shaped by tone, timing, word choice, facial expressions, silence, hierarchy, and cultural expectations. In many Western cultures, especially in the United States, we're taught that being direct is respectful. Say what you mean, don't waste time, don't sugarcoat. But in Asian cultures, for example, directness can feel aggressive, embarrassing, or even humiliating, especially in front of others. So now you have two people, both with good intentions, one trying to be honest, the other trying to preserve harmony, and both walking away feeling disrespected. So what really causes these misunderstandings? Here's what most people miss. Cross-cultural communication isn't just about language, it's about operating systems. Every culture teaches you how conflict should be handled, who can challenge whom, when silence is respectful or awkward, whether emotions should be shown or controlled. So when someone reacts strangely to you, what you're often seeing is not attitude, it's conditioning. And this shows up everywhere in marriages, in business partnerships, in international teams, in negotiations. One person thinks they're solving a problem, and the other feels like the relationship is under attack. Same conversation, totally different interpretations. Why good intentions actually make it worse? Now, here's the part that really gets people stuck. When you believe your intentions are good, you become less open to feedback. Because now, if someone says they felt hurt or disrespected, your instinct is, that wasn't what I meant, which may be true, but it also completely ignores what they experienced. And once someone feels dismissed, communication shuts down fast. This is where you start seeing defensiveness, withdrawal, resentment, and further escalation in a bad way. Not because anyone wanted conflict, but because both people felt misunderstood and unheard. The shift from intent to alignment. So, what actually works? The key shift is moving from intent to alignment. Alignment means I still say what needs to be said, but I say it in a way that other person can actually receive it. That requires three things. First, curiosity before correction. Ask before you explain. Like this, help me understand how you're seeing this. Second, adjust your delivery, not your values. You don't have to abandon honesty. You just have to choose the right channel and tone for it. Third, separate respect from agreement. You can disagree strongly and still communicate respectively. But if respect is lost, the conversation is already over. Here's some practical tools that can be used immediately. Let me give you 3 simple tools that you can start using today. The first tool is mirror before you respond. Before you give your point, reflect theirs. So, what you're saying is, This lowers defenses instantly. The second tool is slow the conversation down. Speed increases misunderstanding, pause increases clarity. Tool number 3, check meaning, not just words. Ask something like this: when you said that, what did you mean? Instead of assuming intent. These sound simple, but they're powerful because they protect dignity, which is central to many cultures. If there's one thing I want you to take away from today, it's this: good communication is not about being right. It's about being understood and preserving the relationship, especially when culture, languages, and expectations are different. Your job isn't just to speak clearly, it's to speak in a way that other people can safely hear you. That's what real influence looks like. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who works across cultures. Maybe they meet regularly with people who don't speak their native tongue or they don't speak theirs. This is an international issue, and lots of international business and relationships are taking place nowadays. It's very common. And as always, speak with intent, but always with awareness. I'm Paul, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for stopping by.